the program. Let's all rise to sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Yep. It's the program, everybody. We're back. It's another day. It's Thursday. I think I messed this thing up. Isn't it Thursday? I wrote Tuesday, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's Thursday. I don't know what I wrote on the machine up there. There's other places where I write this stuff down, and how long have I been thinking that it was the wrong day? You know, I think only for... Oh, hello? Luke? It's Luke. Luke, I'm gonna throw you the keys. It's the panda key, okay? Did you get them? Did they go? Did they go out the window, or did I miss the window? I tried to throw them out the window. Where'd they go? Hey, Luke! Luke! Did you find my keys? I threw them out the window. Oh, okay. He's got them. The studio is in disarray right now, Luke. Well, here comes Luke. It's Thursday. What are we gonna do today? I guess we're gonna talk to Luke. I'll say, hey, Luke. How are you? He's flashing those lights. Who else would have flashed the lights? Like, lights? Lights? Hello? No, it's somebody else with the flashing lights. I'll tell Luke some things that I saw. It's a scorcher of a day today, though, and it must have been, I don't know, they said it was going to be 100 degrees, but the smog is more smog than heat, really. The heat is one thing, but the smog, that's a whole second, third thing. It's pretty scary. Remember the smog viewers? Apparently there's fires in Canada, and the wind's blowing the fog all the way from Canada all the way here, and it's not safe. You know, when you go outside, it feels like I'm in China sometimes. Like, I heard that in China there's a lot of smog. least that's what I have heard. I've heard rumors or something. Maybe it's all rumors. Is it real? Even a real place? And what is the smog? Maybe it's the jet. What do you call those? Like the plane lines. But it's freaky. Hey, Luke. He's here. Talking about the smog, Luke. The smog is kind of scary. I don't know if I'm really. Yeah, the studio's in disarray. So you can find your way to the to this couch through all those things. Yeah, you gotta move. There's spots where you sit.
Oh, a telephone dial.
Phone dial.
I'm looking at a telephone dial. It's a neat thing.
Yeah, I want the keys.
Yeah, I have that too.
Did you breathe the smog?
Probably.
How you feel health-wise after the smog?
Normal for me.
You don't feel any extra? Maybe I'm feeling it in, maybe it's psychosomatic.
But hearing you talk about it in terms of fog.
Or smog. No, smog.
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 In terms of smog, validates my suspicion about it today. Because I was riding the bus on downtown tonight, and the sky looked smoggy, and I said, "Is that really smog? Do we get smog here? That's weird." So I didn't know what it was. I just thought maybe, I don't know, just kind of.
I heard of those from fires.
Fog or something?
I heard that there's
fires, huh?
There's fires in Canada. You haven't heard this news?
Right, so the smoke from the fires is drifting all the way over here?
Rumor has it that there's fires in Canada, and also it's coupled with this abnormal wind pattern. And it's blowing all this fire smoke over here.
Okay. Right, and last night when I took my walk, the moon was orange.
Oh yeah, very.
So I suppose it's because of the smog too.
Yeah, well, it was kind of scary. I was on the bus last night as the sun was going down, and there was this girl on the bus, and she was maybe 12, and she seemed like a normal person at first, and then she started saying, "We're all gonna die!"
Right.
Like she looked at she saw the sun. She's like, "Look at the sun! We're all gonna die! Look at the sun!" I was like, "Oh no!" It was ominous. She was like right around the age of like.
Did the sun look weird too because of the smog?
It was red. It was very like straight up red, and this girl was very like of the age of a like Japanese ghost girl, and so I was like, "Oh, this is ominous."
In the cell or the well.
Yeah. She was like kind of ring-y.
The ring, yeah.
She was kind of like kind of reminded me of the Ring, or just whatever it is. It seemed like scary prophet like. And I was like, oh whoa, this, because it was like the smog was scary already, and then she started doing that. But maybe she knew what she was doing. She was trying to rile us up a little bit, maybe. But
I gotta be a cheerleader for anti-smogism or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you people doing being so goddamn languid on the bus about this issue? God damn it, we should all be in the streets breaking windows and stuff.
Because of the smog?
Because of the smog.
You
gotta protest this shit.
Protest it? Like, I don't like it. Or I thought we were just gonna go crazy.
It's just.
Is this like active like political protests?
Right.
Or is this just like going insane? Oh, the smog is making me insane and smashy.
I think we should outlaw smog. And it's high time we all ride it in the streets to outlaw smog.
It's like a somewhat political venture of smashing, and not in total. I thought maybe it's like this fog is just causing total insanity in me, and I'm gonna smash things without like values.
You know, both of those things could be. Could converge on the same behavior.
Oh yeah,
cause the same behavior.
Some of them
it's like some of it is craziness, and some of it is an anarchist political stance or something.
They're like, "Hey, why you smashing?" And he's like, "Because
I'm just crazy. How about you?" Well, I got a political agenda.
I got a political agenda, and the one person's just like, la, 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 la.
Right. Okay. We're good to go. You're my brother. You're my sister.
They're joined in smashing.
Yeah.
After the fog.
Yeah.
Like after this new world, it's like a peace within violence.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're gonna smash everything, but together. And if you're then you've decided if you're willing to smash your own things, as well as those of others, then maybe you.
Here's my peace offering. Here's this thing I own. Let's smash it together and feel bonded.
You truly have caused peace that way because you're like disrupt but then a few people won't want to leave society. If everyone's like, we're all leaving society, and like if everybody agrees with it, then that's fine. But I'm sure a few people they won't want to, and they'll be forced to in this situation with the smog.
That's right. We're leaving society, and you're coming with us whether you want to or not.
Yeah. It's going away.
God damn it!
But
anyway, yeah. Last night's moon made me wonder if it was because like it's the season for the big eclipse of some sort. So I thought maybe that was starting or something.
Oh yeah.
It's like I thought maybe the Earth was getting between the sun and the moon and making the moon look orange like it does before an eclipse. And no, that didn't make sense because I thought that was later in the month, and you were only supposed to be viewing this eclipse
in Oregon.
In Oregon or something, and it was the other way around. It was supposed to be like the Earth between, or the moon between the Earth and the sun or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of eclipse, not the other one. So
this
that didn't make any sense.
Better than the eclipse already. I could stare right into the sun.
Yeah. You like that? It's like, hey, now I get to get a good look at you, you beast.
Yeah.
You fireball in the sky, you.
Yeah.
Hey, old buddy. Now I can see you for what you really are.
I was looking right into it. I saw its curves and stuff.
Yeah.
It was
All right then.
It was an actual like ball shape.
Right.
It wasn't just like a crazy.
You make out any of the.
It wasn't just blinding light.
Darker and lighter spots in it.
No, I didn't stare that hard. I was still a little bit wary of staring.
Flares off of the corona and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see that stuff? If you're
with the eye
with those glasses,
assisted by smog.
Oh yeah. The super sunglasses.
Hey, it looks like one of them Super 8 cameras. All right, I guess you got one of those now.
Yeah. Do you have any film? You can have that.
No, I don't have any of that shit.
Did you ever use it in the past?
Maybe as a kid.
For family movies or something?
Maybe as a kid.
Did everybody use them, or
I don't know. It's like I don't think my family ever had one, but I go over to my friend's house and they probably had one, and I like push the record button for a few seconds.
We have some Super 8 footage in a box of the past. We can take a look at that somewhere.
You mean somebody else's past that was in that camera or something?
Yeah. It's digitized Super 8 movies from the 60s.
Right, yeah. I got that too. It's like this, the same family I'm thinking of. In fact, I got a DVD of like some of their family footage from like before I even knew them.
Oh, and you have it now?
Yeah.
How did you end up with it?
Well, I guess I'm on the list of people who were associated with this, with my pseudo stepfather, I call him, who died of cancer a couple years ago.
Oh.
And so, like, it's kind of a memorial kind of thing going on.
So they were more than just your neighbors or something?
No, just good pals.
You didn't hear about the fire? You're not concerned about the smog, or you didn't think about choking or anything like that? I thought about choke. I'm like, oh man, you're not afraid you're gonna choke?
Well,
I'm a little bit.
Only since I've been in this room with you have I even had any of these concerns brought up to me.
You didn't even think it was a possibility?
I only had I only suspected it might have been smog, and not even that sure about it earlier today when I was riding the bus downtown.
Yeah?
Then I went to like the poetry thing, and there's some people talking about forest fires and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so like I got the impression that maybe that was connected to the way the smoggy look around here is, but I didn't, really want to jump to the conclusion that that's what they were saying. But you seem to be putting it all together for me right here now, so maybe I'll start having paranoid delusions that like this is a conspiracy or something.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, yeah.
Now you're worried about the choking, though? I mean, I think...
the choking's going to happen, and it's going to be because somebody's fault. It's not going to be a calamity. It's going to be a conspiracy.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was, like, more than one fire at the same time. And maybe it's, like, chemtrails and not like, smoke from the...
Right.
From the...
It's like, here's another way to put aluminum particulate in the sky. We'll just like, spike these trees with aluminum and burn them down.
Yeah, I could smell the smog, I think, out in Lacey.
I have a bad sense of smell, so I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, so it's there. Maybe if you could smell it, you'd be more concerned. Because I don't want to smell things. You can't smell fog, you know. Fog is very fresh. You're like, oh, look, fog, and you go run into it and you breathe it. Maybe, and I'm breathing the fog. It's nice, but here, I feel like I'm in Beijing or something, maybe. You know, have you heard of the smog in Beijing?
The Beijing experience, brought to you in Olympia by Canadian Fires.
From the fire.
Is there a lime in that wine glass over there? There's something quite yellow over there. It looks like a lime.
I don't see a lime.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. It's not for you to see.
You're
not allowed.
It's like the heat, the 100-degree heat, and the smog. Are you keeping cool?
How hot is it today? 100, you say?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You have ways to keep cool?
No, we just use our standard procedure in the summertime, which is open the window at night, flush the apartment with new cool air.
Yeah.
All through the night until the morning, and then shut the windows, turn off the fan during the day.
And it works?
That's all we got. And no, it doesn't exactly work very. I mean, it's better than not doing it, but I'm just saying it's not the complete solution that would really help.
It's still hot at night? Or in the daytime,
no,
I guess?
in the daytime.
Yeah.
The night temperatures are pleasant enough for me anyway.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
But then you just suffer, or you just deal in this, and in the daytime you don't try to cool yourself down more? You have a fan?
Yeah, my fan's constantly blowing on me.
Yeah.
24/7 if I'm in my room, you know. So I got that going on, and that does help, you know. Because, like, it'll last for quite a while.
Yeah.
After I shut the windows in the morning to the house, you know.
Yeah.
And turn off the fan that flushes in the new cool air, I can just have that freshly cool air recycling, blowing on me as I lay in bed, and that's okay. And I can just try to sleep through most of the day. And maybe around 3 or 4, I'll wake up, and it's hot. And I'm cranky about it.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard
But there's
to do.
something weird about all this. I've noticed in the past, like 5 years or so, my experience of heat seems phenomenologically different to me now than it did when I was a teenager or in my 20s living on the East Coast. When I hated the heat over there, it had a different quality to it to me.
Yeah.
Over there, I understand that it was a hell of a lot more humid, I guess.
Yeah, humidity does something, yeah.
But even here, it's starting, year by year, I've noticed that it is getting more and more humid. So it's catching up. But it's not there yet, of course. But it still feels very different to me. And I've had, like, dry heat, too. I know what that feels like, and because I went to Arizona for a while, and it's like, that's dry heat, right? So even what I'm experiencing heat like now in these past 5 years is different even from the dry heat I experienced in places like the Southwest. Yeah. So I don't know. It just
How is it different? Yeah, it's like hard to.
It's not like a fire-ish kind of thing. A feeling in me. It's more of a general kind of a crankiness that I feel sort of like from within.
Yeah.
It's like in the past I've experienced heat mostly as something coming from outside of my body, invading it from outside.
Yeah,
Now it seems sort of like inverted. Now my experience of heat seems more like it's coming from within me and radiating outward. Which is bizarre.
Are you having the same experience with, like, staying warm when it's cold out? Are you, maybe you're are you colder in general now? Maybe when you get cold, do you need a jacket?
No.
No, same amount.
No. Coldness.
What about your?
Hasn't bothered me that much.
What about your circulation? Didn't you have some weird circulation thing happen to you?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Is it that
occasionally, but I
don't. Is that causing your heat feels?
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't experienced that recently. The symptoms of the circulation thing is, tingling or numbness in my extremities somewhere. Yeah. And I have not experienced that in a while.
Good. That's good.
So it's like, yeah. But it's like, maybe I'm getting sort of a kind of subtle kind of aphasia or something shifting into my experience.
What's that? What's aphasia?
It's like when you react to, it's like when you shift your your responses to sensory stimuli. It's like you start to experience color in response to certain sound vibrations. That's an aphasia kind of thing.
Okay.
Right?
Synesthesia?
Maybe that's it, instead of that. Yeah, synesthesia. It might be a subtle kind of synesthesia that I'm experiencing.
Oh, yeah. It's like the heat is it causing you to feel the wrong thing? You got some wires crossed or something.
Phenomenologically different as far as like the origin and direction of the radiation of the heat. Yeah.
You're like, I'm hungry. Oh, it's like...
Stop with the bright light. It makes me feel hungry.
You go away and you start spinning and it gets too hot and you have convulsions, but like minor ones or something. Or you get really like maybe refreshy. You start feeling maybe like ennui or something weird, some kind of emotion. You're like not angry or sad or something, but you have some kind of specific feeling. You're like, I think I'm forgetting something. And it gets hot. Too hot. When was the last time you were here? It's been a little while.
I don't know, maybe a month or so. It's like, haven't gone down to the poetry thing for a while.
Why?
Till just tonight.
Why not?
I ain't been into it. I haven't had like a poem prepared that I could recite in the 3 minutes. The 3 minutes that they allow you to do it in.
You only have 3 minutes?
Yeah. But
that seems like long for a poem to me. Isn't
2 days ago, I came up with something that could be done in under 3 minutes. So I said, okay, I'll go down there and do that. Plus, it's like a send-off for the Olympia competitive poetry team.
There's a competitive.
Tonight. Yeah, there's
competitive poetry.
Right. There's like a national level poetry competition.
That seems like the opposite of what the heart of poetry is. To compete under it, to me.
It's because like some fart bag construction worker over in Chicago invented this thing called poetry slamming, which is competitive poetry reciting.
Is that it sounds aggressive.
It is.
Like, my feelings are relevant. Like
that's what every poet sounds like. God damn it! You listen to me now.
Yeah,
it's my turn to make, motherfucker.
The beautiful scenery.
Yeah. So there's that. So anyway, our Olympia team is like, they did a little demonstration performance of what they intend to perform over in Denver, which is the location of the national level poetry competition.
And then there's a judge, or is there criteria?
Yeah, there's criteria in judging, I guess.
It's like what you feel. Is it feeling a criteria? Is it?
I don't know.
Because really, I mean, what else is there in poetry?
Feelings?
Yeah, it's like you made me feel more than that other guy. You win.
I think that's it.
You win poetry.
You win for the most effective communication of feeling from you to me.
Like, I feel things now.
I got the empathy. I got the empathy with you the most. Exactly. I guess that's what it's all about. That's the name of the game.
They're like really training to connect with people. They're like
Yeah.
you walk down the street, you got to practice your connections. You you stop somebody, tell them like just like winter childs, evening flowers, unite within us, you know, and then and then you stare down at them really hard, and like, it's like, oh, they're connected. They connected. They like cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the people they see.
I do that. It's like a poet will be saying some shit, and I get all teary-eyed too.
Oh yeah. Well, then they're doing their job, but you gotta teary-eye like strangers on the street. Just grab them.
It's like, sit down, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you some words.
and then they just have a single tear. They don't know what happened. They had an emotional experience, and then they're like, I'm the strongest poet.
Yeah. I just emotified that son of a bitch over there.
Yeah. What made you feel? You want to feel something too bad? Like, I want to make you feel this thing because you're competitive. Like poetry can do.
Yeah. Hey, well, there's other criteria too. I think it's like it's like it doesn't necessarily have to make you empathize with a poet, but or evoke a strong emotion. But there's another thing you can evaluate a poem on. You know, it's like the creativity, the way they mix words together that aren't normally mixed together.
Yeah.
In new and interesting, intriguing ways. You know, that could
language usage. Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a criteria for judging. Yeah. Yeah. You know, or a theme is like, you know, I can't empathize with this poet is saying, but they presented a poem in a genre I've never even heard before. This is something completely new and original. I've never heard anything like that. This theme that they're working on is like mind-bogglingly new and seems fresh and valid. And yeah, you can judge a poem by that too. So there's a couple of ways you can go with it. Yeah.
Is there a belt, like a championship belt?
I don't know.
Champion, like what do they call it? Like
the World Wrestling Foundation.
The World Heavyweight Champion of the World or something.
Right. Yeah, like those belts that those champion like boxers wear when they're really wide and they're like a big emblem on them or something. Yeah. Cover their whole gut. Yeah, I don't know.
So but the place you went, what was the competitive poetry like that they're gonna win with?
A lot of it is queer validation poetry.
Yeah, that sounds like award-winning things within poetry, but it's very.
They're like, it's a team of 4 people, 2 of whom are transgendered, and it's kind of a nice balance there because they're transgendered in opposite directions. And one of them is a more recently coming out bisexual male, and the last one is a woman who is well, I don't know if she's more recently coming out as bisexual herself, but
something like that. But they're gonna compete under the guys, and then that's like part of their team. Like that's how they're gonna win.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's how they've so far won is because like they're not just arbitrarily assembled from within Olympia either. They won competitions in this town to become the team that represents us. Oh,
they're all from. They're making it up the ranks. It's like a tournament system or something like.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like maybe yeah.
Yeah. So they've already been selected on the basis of appreciation criteria already as being the top people amongst us.
Sounds like that would like they have a lot of like strife for poetry.
Yeah.
Lots of things to draw upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a member of a targeted group certainly gives you a lot of material to work with if you're gonna write strife poetry. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to compete?
No.
It's like a pretty, it seems like whatever it is, it's got to be somewhat arbitrary. And I like any kind of competition where there's a winner, but the winning is only, it's just judged. So it's like kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
And they have all these like reality shows where you're like, I'm going to win. I'm going to do my best to win. But then in the end, it's just like, well, I think they won. Like somebody is choosing the winner. So it's like really, it's very arbitrary. So you're trying so hard to win like you can actually try. And
well, yeah, it is difficult to win a competition that's for an aesthetic endeavor.
Yeah.
Because aesthetics is so varied in its subjective nature. It's like, because it's subjective, it's so varied in people's opinions about what they think is good, so to speak, what they like, what they hate. You know, so same poet, different audience, different judges. You know, you got a different result.
Yeah. So it's like pretty wild to get into this. And I'm a judge. Yeah. I decide who wins poetry.
And we judge you the best judge in Thurston County.
Yeah, oh, I'm the judge.
We just happen to judge you that, Kenny.
Yeah,
so,
I'm the best judge in Thurston County. I want to judge something like that. I judged the TCTV talent show one year.
Yeah.
I had fun doing that. So I am willing to judge other things, poetry people. To get an outsider to the poetry thing. I think you need an outsider for like everybody who's judging the poetry.
They want that.
They want an outsider judge?
Yeah, they do. You see, in these lower ranked competitions that happen within town here, they hope like mad that strangers who have never been to their poetry sessions walk in the door so that they can beg them to be one of their 5 judges for that night.
Oh, yeah.
So they're always looking for new judging meat all the time.
Yeah.
So like somebody will walk around at the beginning of one of these things and ask people, do you know any of these poets that are going to compete tonight? Because if you don't, we beg you to judge them tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like trying to get rid of your bias in the judging, the bias that would be based on knowing them.
Yeah.
You know? They're like, as long as you don't know these guys, judge them, please, please.
Maybe, is there like a second like judgment-free poetry group?
Yeah.
It's probably
no, it's the same. It's the same event because like I think like, every other week they do the poetry slam thing, and it alternates with no competition at all. It's just open mic. So
those two words don't go together for me. Poetry slam. Like,
yeah, that's your oxymoron for the evening.
Yeah.
Poetry, what?
Slam. Flowers. Like,
I'll hit you over the head with this metaphorical fold-up metal chair, motherfucker.
Yeah. So, you see anything on the street since last time you were here?
Yeah. I guess about a half hour ago I saw this, what do they call that? Transparent clamshell basket packaging full of blackberries sitting on top of the little modules that you push the button on to cross the street, you know, that says, please wait.
Yeah,
or, wait. Those little modules are strapped to the telephone pole, to the utility poles, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, on top of that was, like, one of these, produce, clamshell packaging things open, and there's blackberries were in it, yeah. So that's what I saw.
Did you
down by the bus stop?
You think about eating them?
Yeah, I did. I thought about it, and I took about 2 seconds to think about it, and I decided, no, I don't want to do that.
Like there's, you don't want them, you think maybe they're tainted?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
probably full of smog.
Yeah. Everything's full of smog. I was a little bit worried about this, like, I mean, I've been outside. They told me not to exercise. I heard a warning. They said, don't exercise.
Oh, shit.
So I was biking around. I was like, I'm breathing pretty good out here. I mean, everything I'm breathing. And also, it's not like when you go inside, the smog's not like coming inside, too. So we're probably still breathing the smog right now, even.
Yeah, that smog is in my apartment just as bad as outside.
But I was like, I had a drink, and I was like, oh, maybe I should like get into a little area and open this drink up because I don't want to get the smog in the cup. But no, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna deal.
The Beijing experience.
Or I was like, maybe I should, you know, hop a bus like a Greyhound and go south to try to like dodge this smog.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the smart thing. We should all be evacuating right now. Like maybe we should be. We're just like staying calm, sitting here in the smog. Like
Put
if
on
there's
the little masks.
Yeah, it's like if there's smoke, you run, right? You're like, oh look, smoke, I'm running. And you're just like, oh whoa, look, smoke, I'm gonna sit in it and. That was a weird motorcycle.
Scooter.
Sounded like a. To
fartsicle.
Me. Yeah. But you're gonna get smog. You see smoke. You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit and wait for it to go away, or you run.
Blow over. I usually wonder what those people over in Redding did like a couple of years ago when there was a fire that like clouded up their skies. It was so fucking thick. I remember driving through it on the way back or to California, and I was like, this is amazing, man. This is some thick fucking shit here.
Yeah. They didn't want to run?
I don't know, man. Them people in Redding probably got like the equivalent of silicosis, but for burning wood, burning forest fire trees. What is the equivalent of silicosis?
I don't know what silicosis is.
For burnt wood. Silicosis, that's like when you inhale too much particulate, like
silicate?
Concrete, rocks.
Silicates.
Granite, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, silicates. It's what you can get from like too much ceramic dust if you're like a potter or something.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get some kind of problem if you breathe too much wood smoke.
Yeah. Something like death.
Death?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably get death, early death. Earlier death, at least. Yeah, I don't know what could happen. I think any kind of smoke is probably not good for you.
Call Dan Dobler.
I wonder if yeah, it's like cigarettes, like specifically worse, or is it just that you're like breathing it up close than just like wood? What if people just like start smoking wood? Because it probably make you kind of dizzy.
Smoke your wood if you got wood.
I'm breathing this.
Smoke your wood if you got wood.
That's like, I guess, what paper is made. Paper is made out of wood or something. Is that
yeah.
I'm smoking wood.
Yeah, call Dan Dobler while I go take a piss.
Okay. This is Dan Dobler. Calling Dan Dobler. I guess we got to get to message too. Yeah, it's kind of treacherous to get around here. The voicemail box. Hello? Oh, the voicemail box belonging to Dan Dobler is full and can no longer accept new messages. This time to leave a callback number, press 5, or please try a call again later.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 36055.
Dan got a new deal.
4. Not available.
Or maybe
at the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To send a fax, press 4 now. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Dan, it's the program. How are you? It's been a while talking to you. I'm leaving you a message. Do you check your voicemails? Your voicemail box has been full for so long that it's a weird feeling to be leaving you a message. I don't think you check your messages, but maybe you checked them all. Did you listen to all of them in a row because we left you like a million of them like years ago? We filled up your entire voicemail box with these long messages, and now maybe I'm going to try to do it again. Unless you figured it out and you start deleting them. Maybe somebody deleted them all for you, and now we can start filling them back out again. But now you have the new message machine, which has your phone number in it, and I think you should go back to the one with your name in it. But then people might call you I got a scam called me, and then they had my name because it's on my outgoing voicemail box. So maybe they're going to call you and try to find your name instead of they'd have your number. You can call us back. You know how it goes. We have about 16 minutes. How's Marilyn? How's your other nurse? Did your other nurse go away when Marilyn showed up? I think maybe what happened was like Marilyn showed up and the other nurse accepted that she had returned from the grave or that she had never died and has like is staying perpetually young and accepted like the supernatural. Not like the other nurse who was scared. They saw that you like were interacting with Marilyn Monroe from the past. It looked like she was so young and it was just so uncanny that she got scared and started questioning reality and went away. And the new nurse, maybe, I know I've been trying to get you nurses that are more accepting of the unknown, just in case something like this happens. And I kind of forgot about that plan, but I think it's still been maybe in like the nature of how I'm hiring these nurses. And if that's the case, then maybe this one is more accepting and will just be like open to like new ideas. We're leaving Dan a message now. All right, thanks, Dan. Bye. All right, yeah, let's call Freddie the producer too. Oh, Luke, you got a book? You read your poems?
I read my poems because I can't memorize them.
You ever try to memorize them?
Never even tried.
Hey, program.
Hey, Freddie, how are ya?
Oh, I'm doing all right considering the heat. You know, not too bad.
And
Pretty good.
And the smog.
Yeah, I know. You know, this is the worst part of the heat today was the smog.
Yeah.
Because, well, on the one hand, it did probably make the heat less, but it made it like I was thinking maybe to go outside and go swimming or something, or like you know, like you want to go out when it's sunny and enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah.
But it was so smoggy. I heard yesterday.
You're not gonna read it?
What?
Luke put his notebook away. Oh, he got his glasses. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. It was so smoggy.
I heard yesterday that in Beijing, China, the air quality was rated better than in Seattle.
Oh no.
Yesterday. Yeah. So that's how bad it is. I mean, it's like I was gonna go swimming after work, and I decided I better probably just stay inside.
Yeah. I heard something like it's like living in Beijing is like smoking or something. You know.
Yeah, so I honestly, I've been teaching the kids camps at TCTV for the last couple weeks. Now I feel bad. Every time they get too out of hand and too riled up and stuff, we just like take them to the yard and run them around and stuff. But
oh yeah,
I mean, we're probably damaging their health by doing that the last couple days.
You think we should run? Like
run?
South? We should go south and like avoid the smog. Is it gonna?
Yeah. Should we flee?
Yeah. Is it gonna hurt us? I'm thinking about fleeing.
I was thinking maybe just get those masks or something.
Yeah, get a gas mask or something. I think I'm just gonna hop the next bus in south and run until it goes away.
It's so hot. I rolled my windows down in my car and then I was like, I feel like I can taste smoke in the air. And then I rolled my windows up and turned on the AC. And then I don't know if you've been following on the program for a while, you know that I think there might be like a dead rat in my car somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And so then I was just like getting rat air, and so then I was like, oh man, what's there? Like, what should I be breathing? Like, smoke or rat? Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
What one I should be using.
Or hot, just being hot, cooking yourself.
Yeah, I guess I just. Yeah.
Those are your options.
I went with the air. I rolled the windows down.
Yeah, with the smog, I'm a little scared, really, with the smog. I've seen the heat before. I've never seen this.
That's the right amount of scared to be. I wouldn't be too scared, but maybe a little scared.
Yeah, I'm not too scared. I don't think I'm gonna flee.
Yeah, I don't know. Where are you gonna go? I think that I'd rather have like smog in Olympia than like nice weather in Idaho, I guess, or whatever, wherever.
I don't know. I would just like start going south until it went away, I guess.
Yeah, but then you're going to like end up in Oregon, Idaho, or California, or Mexico, wherever it stops.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to breathe. But if there was like smoke, if you're like sitting there, you're like just, you know, in maybe sleeping or something, you wake up and there's a bunch of smoke, you run.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Bored, it's like, oh, hey, look, smoke. Breathing it, living in it.
I mean, yeah, the intense kind of smoke you might get from a forest fire right next to you or something like
lighter.
that. You definitely run because, you expect to be able to get away from that, you know?
Yeah.
Like a campfire site fire. But it's like when it's diluted like this, you don't think to run. But on the other hand, you're in it for like a week.
Yeah.
And it's like you might be getting the equivalent of having sat there next to the campfire, breathing in the smoke for like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but the smoke, you know.
All right. Wait, we only have 10 minutes left. Freddie, how's the production end going?
Oh, real good. Got everything turned in for TV and YouTube today. I seem to be like, we're staying ahead, staying on TV, getting on YouTube. TV, we're on at 11:30 every night, p.m. With the episode from last week, and then on YouTube, it's the episode from 2 weeks ago at 11:30 a.m. We also got 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22. Everything's up, everything's running, working like it should.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know all the stuff. So I even starting to name the episodes again on YouTube. Probably gotta go back and name the episodes.
Yeah, start naming them all. What should we name this episode, Luke? Smog?
Amy.
Probably Smog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had a Smog. Yeah. I don't even think
Amy's a pretty name. I like it.
Amy? Oh, we could name some. Let's name yesterday's episode Amy.
Amy?
Amy.
What's the significance of that?
Insignificant.
I like it. I like the way it sounds. It's an aesthetically pleasing set of phonics.
Arbitrary.
Amy?
Yeah.
What's the name? Amy?
A-M-Y, right?
Yeah.
A-M-Y?
A-M-Y. Amy.
Started giving these episodes proper names.
If you say so.
Luke says so.
Proper names, damn it. That's why they call them proper.
All right.
I'm going to capitalize it?
Yeah.
It's like a name.
All right.
You can throw in a last name too if you want.
Make up a person.
Second. Episode 2510. Amy.
I think
Today is Smog.
Are you doing it right now?
Smog.
Yeah, I'm just putting it on the spreadsheet.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. How about 2 days ago?
That was the 1st of August.
Oh, the 1st of August. That's good. I think 1st of August is good title.
The 1st of Smogust.
1st of August.
Yeah.
The 1st of Smogust.
You want to hear Luke's poem? Luke's gonna read a poem, or you want to? Anything else you want to say?
You know, there's a category in the fair, the Thurston County Fair, for poem.
Oh, you could have gotten in the fair.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Into the spot where they would have put the poems, and I don't think I saw a poem. So if you put,
you would have won.
Probably could have won.
Oh, really? We should have written a poem on the spot.
What? Nobody competed in that?
I would have written a poem.
I don't think so. I didn't see any other poems, unless maybe they were like disguised as wall hanging. Something, I don't know. I saw a couple wall hangings that were what a mother is or something, and that might have been a poem.
Okay.
How long is your poem?
Supposed to be under 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Freddie, you want to hear this?
I do.
All right. I'm gonna cue up the tape while you're doing this, Luke, so we can record the message to the past. But yeah. Go for it.
Hovering dispenser of objects follows me around. Looking like some alien crystal, it rotates its transparent, penetrable facets and often stops to offer me one of its objects. Now it's a cigarette lighter. Now it's a tampon. Now it's a 1040 tax form, and so on. In my vacant times, I sit facing my object dispenser and watch what comes up. It is the ghost of industrialism, trying to communicate with me. One time, I decoded its sequence of objects and decided it was saying, "Wake up, love is too rare." But I wasn't decoding anything, really. I was just projecting. Projecting as a romantic artist will do. This Chomskyan mental organ I call the romanticizer keeps finding order in chaos. It keeps finding meaning in the arbitrary. It keeps trying to re-edit the narrative of my life into the hero's journey, complete with deep-voiced narrator and perky cheerleader squad. It keeps bullying me into trying to find happiness so that thug reality can sucker punch me. It keeps fooling me, manufacturing my own consent to this facade. Fuck you, romanticizer. Fuck the notion that there is some way things were meant to be, some goal that non-conscious existence itself creates for us, some destiny, some fate, some happiness we simply deserve. And fuck the entire edifice of morality resting on these secretions of this wayward mental organ of deception and delusion. I choose not to be sucker punched anymore. There is no meaning here, no fate, no way things were meant to be, no morality, no happiness I deserve. There is only the naturalistic, teleological void of objects, and me dying from the sucker punches that come of believing otherwise. So, I fired my hero's journey narrator and set my cheerleaders packing. And now, look at what's left, the naturalist me. I am a failed evolutionary mutation, slowly dying. And that's all I am. All. I got nothing. The real message now, without distortion by the romanticizer, is this. Love does not come to a failed evolutionary mutation like me, regardless if I wake up or not. Ta-da! That's it.
Snap it, snap it, snaps. Right, like this.
That's what we gotta do.
Wow.
Not clapping, it's snap.
Snaps. Yeah. I can't snap that loud.
Snapping. Wow, that's a pretty intense poem, Luke.
That's what the host at the event tonight, where I recited this earlier, said. It was intense. Yeah.
I like the idea of communicating through industrial products.
Yeah, that's a funny little metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're like watching a conveyor belt, and it's like Pringles, Furbies, Pokemon.
My favorite part was
yeah.
Yeah.
What does it all mean?
Was the part where you said finding order in chaos, which is, I think, I think maybe the whole point of the poem is that maybe you're not supposed to do that, or that there is no real meaning or whatever. But I think that I think there's probably meaning somewhere, and I love finding order in chaos, and there is a lot of order in chaos if you're looking for it. So I want to name an episode Finding Order in Chaos. I think that's a good name.
Tomorrow.
You're going to do that tomorrow, huh?
All right, tomorrow.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of tomorrow, all you viewers, tomorrow night's Dance Only Dance, downtown at the, whatever it is, the studio. Not this studio. August 11, Dance O Dance, yeah.
I'm
August 11th.
And this show.
Maybe not.
Before that. Oh, you don't know yet? Okay, well, anyway, Dance O Dance.
Dance O Dance.
Definitely Dance O Dance.
Yeah. Don't know about the program over there yet. Program will be here.
Looking for Order in Chaos? Dance Only Dance.
Yeah, there's some order in the chaos
or maybe
over there.
Order through chaos.
I got my cans.
I'm communicating through industrial products with the collections over there. You got a bag of cans?
They're my babies. These cans.
You think that poetry works better written and read or spoken aloud?
Oh, I don't know.
This is some
What
poetry
do you mean
talk.
by works? I mean, it's like everybody's got their preferred way of consuming it.
Poetry talk.
I want to hear it recited because I hate reading.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
You want to hear it in your own head.
Yeah. Luke's doing these poetry slam, or no, you're not doing them, but you're.
Yeah, I go to watch them.
He's watching poetry slam where they fight each other with poetry.
Whoa, they're fighting with poetry?
Is there like a clear winner, like after the poetry, or like the judges and everybody's like on the edge of the seat, like who's gonna win, or is it like kind of obvious sometimes?
Nah, sometimes it's like the winner only wins by like a slight tiny margin.
And they're like, "You're the winner," and they're like, "Yes, yes," and then the opponent's like, "No, oh, I should have done more." You ever want to compete in anything?
Oh, I love competing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Did you?
I don't know. I just found out. Did I talk to you about the judging versus non-judged categories at the fair yet?
So it's the competing that you like? That's you're.
I don't know. No, maybe it's not competing, because most of the time when you're being judged, you're not competing against anyone except maybe the standard or something.
Yeah.
And I think what I like is simply being judged. Someone telling me, you did good or you did bad. And like, even when they tell me I did bad, I think I like that. I think I like knowing.
Go to school.
Bad.
You gotta go to school.
It's just that you're an attention whore, right? Judge me. It's a form of attention. Yeah, I like that.
Maybe it is. It could be a form of attention.
I wouldn't go as far as saying whore.
Yeah, that's taking it pretty far. But I am.
Monger.
Aren't you ever curious? You're gonna do things anyway. Sometimes you wonder. Yeah. I'm doing this. Is it good by like some, judged category or something?
Yeah, I think there's not. You don't get a lot of attention though. I like turning it in and then seeing that your thing is there. You're not there.
Yeah. Totally.
So it's not that you're not getting attention.
Your thing stands by itself as a unique object outside of you.
And it's like your work is getting the attention. All right, hey, the show's over, Freddie. Thanks for talking to us.
All right, thanks for reading your poem, Luke. Thanks for doing the show every day, Kenny.
My pleasure. Bye.
Right on. Catch you later.
We made it. I kind of thought I was going to die today because of the smog and the heat and everything, and other things. Well, I did, and I lived. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's Thursday.
You made it through another episode without dying.
Yeah. That's a success for me. TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. Yeah. I didn't lose consciousness either. That's part of not dying. 360-364-384. Call me a message. Get on TV. You got to dial area codes now. 109 State Avenue, number 3. Check it out. Olympia, Washington, 9501. Yeah. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordy, Fabulous, Graham, StopTheSpot.com, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers, that's you. You're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.